Look at we live.
I haven't hooked up the music yet.
You haven't hooked up the music yet? Oh man.
I haven't hooked up the
I
music.
wish I had my board with me so we could like have the music and like dun, dun,
Bro,
dun,
I'm telling
dun,
you, we
dun,
need it. Okay, I'm
dun.
going live on Instagram right now. Okay, it just plugged up, going live.
Like, man, I wish I could. All right, so when you go live on Instagram, I'm gonna see if I see it on my end too. See, oh, your YouTube
Am I
channel.
lit up
You're
now?
live on your channel. Forever Media.
I'm definitely live. Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
can see the comments. Okay, I can see the comments. Okay,
You,
I can see
you,
it actually on here.
wait,
Yo,
on
yo, yo!
YouTube
Welcome
or
everybody.
okay, go ahead. Let me stop.
Uh, no, it's all good. Let me put up the chat. Hold on, we can actually put up the chat in here too. Let me make sure. Oh, here we go. Um, oh, bro, they
What
wait
happened?
for some reaon the hold on.
What they do to us?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let me take off the overlay and then I'm
Look.
gonna put in the comments. For some reason, Instagram doesn't work on here now, or not Instagram.
What?
No, we're live on Instagram, LinkedIn. For some reason, let me see if I'm live on LinkedIn.
Like it looks like we live on uh YouTube. That definitely.
Am I live on LinkedIn? It's I.
You're live on your channel Forever Media and Rise Urban Nation on YouTube. So it's saying we live.
It doesn't look like I'm live on LinkedIn, does it?
I don't see it live on LinkedIn.
Let me see. It says I'm streaming right now. So what's going on, people? All right, see you on LinkedIn.
Maybe I'm just not seeing it just because I didn't have my LinkedIn connected to it.
Okay, I got it right here. Okay, hold on. We are live. Let me see. How do I see the comments? Oh, anyways.
And if anybody is on the channels, give us a thumbs up in the comments. Give us a wave your hands so we can see if we doing this right. I see the private messages. I want to see y'all out there.
Dude,
throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. If you're down with Run and Forever Media, somebody say, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah." Yo, man. Hopefully, okay, people are joining on Instagram live. Let me see.
This is how live we're gonna get in New York too. We gotta make sure we bring the same energy when we get to New York.
Dude, it's about to be crazy, man.
It's about to be crazy. This is what happens when Forever Media and Rise Urban Nation get together. We start running things.
I can't wait. I can't wait, man. It's about to be bonkers, man. What's going on, people?
Let's do the roll call. Where y'all joining in from, people?
Yeah, what?
Like, do the little job. Represent your hood. Represent your clique. If you from the east side,
man, everybody drop it in the comments. I need to know if this is out there. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure we're good.
The only one that I know for sure is the YouTube one.
YouTube, we're definitely good. LinkedIn, I know we're good because I have the link right now. And then oh, what's going on? Okay, we do get a comment. So somebody's a Waukesha music producer.
Okay, music producer. Okay,
dope.
Tell people where can we support the music producer you're doing? Because
we need to know, man.
Supporting Black businesses, supporting brown businesses, supporting all businesses.
We got to
local.
We got to, man, dude. This is okay.
Local, international.
I feel like I'm like Tony Stark, dude. I got so many monitors and so many things. I'm trying to make sure it's live right now. Anyways, we're gonna get into it, everybody. Okay, he said just check my IG.
Check the IG.
Okay.
Wait, where'd
Okay.
you see his message at? Is he on?
He's on Instagram Live. So look, it doesn't show up on the stream part, but it shows
Okay.
up on the live part. So you have to actually be in the live
All right,
to
let me see
see.
that. Let's see what's
Um,
on
and
Instagram.
for some reason those comments aren't showing,
What?
but
That's too funny.
this is crazy, man. Okay. What's going on, people? Look, if you can hear us on LinkedIn, say
Oh
what's
yeah.
up. Say what's up on LinkedIn, because to be honest, like, bro,
What?
I don't know if anybody could hear us.
What?
I'm pretty sure they can, though.
Well,
I'm
well,
pretty sure they
I
can.
see. I just looked up the Instagram right now, so I
Okay.
know it's going through on Instagram. It's going down in the gram.
It's going down to the ground, man. It's going down.
There's at least a couple people. We appreciate y'all up in there in the gram. Welcome.
Okay. We about to get started. So because for the people that are replaying this, we gotta have some real meat and potatoes for them, man.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, man, Rise Urban Nation in the building, man.
Yeah.
It's I need the music, man. Hold on. There is music we have. You can only have what's this? Chill hop. Let's try. Let's play a little chill hop.
We need our brother on the gram who got the record label.
Oh yeah. We need that. Oh, let's see. Is this some music?
Yeah. It's a little something. It's in there.
Is that good enough, or should we go hip hop?
What? We definitely a hip hop kind of crowd. That looks like it's about to start a big conference or something. Is that soulful? That's that soulful right there.
I don't know what this is, but I don't know what this is, but let's go cinematic on him. Let's go cinematic on him.
Look at is it Makir's Thought just said, let me know, and we won't have to get some of his beats at this next conference.
Oh shoot.
Makir, where you joining us from? Where you joining us from?
He said Waukesha, so that's Wisconsin.
Okay, Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin, yeah.
What's the vibe like? What's the vibe like in Wisconsin right now when it comes?
Let's go lo-fi. I'm gonna go lo-fi
to the music scene.
Dude, I mean, the music scene is kind of interesting, man. To be honest, a little bit of mix of everything.
A little bit mix of everything.
It's a little mix of everything. Okay, here we go.
Wicked chop.
This is okay.
Okay.
We can do a little of this.
Do a little something of that. All right.
We can do a little of this.
That's eventful.
I don't know. Okay, let's just let's just roll with it, man. Let's just roll with it, bro. Let's roll.
I get that Jay-Z hit now.
Let's just roll.
Turn me up in the headphones.
There's just okay. This is it too loud? Did I put it too loud?
I mean, it's just right for us vibing out right now.
Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Usually I can see the comments and usually see anyways, what's going on, people? Look, everybody. We got a new partnership to announce with Forever Media and Rise Urban Nation. Amazing partnership. Really two media powerhouses coming together to really support one another, but also to support you. To support you, the viewer, listener, supporter, contributor, all the things. We wanted to elevate the experience of even really both of our platforms, and that's really where this came down to be. But Taryell, first, man, let everybody know like who you are first of all. So some of my audience may not have heard of you before. So
no worries. So thanks to my brother Jamar, who just been a dope individual of connecting people, bringing community together. I love the message of, change your circle, And you know, if you change your circle, you change your community. Change. Hold on, let me read it verbatim. Change your circle, change your life. And my life is a testament to that. So down to who I am before because we're gonna roll into that. Taryell Simmons, founder of the Rise Urban Nation podcast, and just like Forever Media, this thing has just been a journey of love, of highlighting and showcasing Black entrepreneurs all over the world, all over the diaspora. You know, in my journey of starting this podcast, which slowly started to become a media company and voice for Black individuals, Pan-African, all over the world, I realized that we need to see more of us in different spaces doing different things. I've been blessed to be part of startup weekends and all these other initiatives. You know, I originally got started because after I did Techstars and this little company called Google, they invited me to a startup weekend because I was helping them, supporting them with a D&I initiative to get more Black and brown founders so they can just invest, pour money. And I realized all these resources were there for folks. Then I realized there's all these dope Black entrepreneurs, artists, activists, and I ain't never heard of them. And they invented some really dope stuff. And so I was like, man, people need to hear about this.
Yeah.
And the reason why it was heartfelt for me, because I used to do youth programming where I used to take funding from federal and state programs to try to get youth into them. And a lot of the youth be like, nah, I'm gonna do this basketball hooping thing, I'm gonna do this rapping thing, I'm gonna do it. I like, but I got this money, you could do this. And you told me you was interested in, but I don't see nobody doing that. So I'm a pass for now, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how it all started. It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. Man.
So that's a long story long, because I'm not gonna say long story short like other people. That was a long story long.
The long story long, man.
It was Taryell Simmons.
That's all good, man. Look, we all got beginnings and something that really is gonna propel us to get us to where we're meant to be, man.
Right.
I'm trying to get my thing to refocus, bro.
Right. It just get on autofocus, like
it's like I don't know what it. Okay, that's good.
Right, that's good.
We're back.
Oh,
Okay.
There you go.
So
all you got to do is give it motivation. You gave it the M hat, gave it motivation, and came back.
I had to, man. I had to give it that Forever Media love, man. So tell everybody, what is Rise Urban Nation, man? Like, just what at the core, what does Rise Urban Nation stand for?
At the core, Rise Urban Nation stands for amplifying Black and Pan-African voices through community, through media representation. That's what it is at the core. And every time I get a little bit of resources, I throw those resources in the community so that the community can change their lives and they can change other people's lives and change the circle, the dynamics in which we move.
Man, and how are you doing that? Like, talk to everybody about how does Rise Urban Nation do that?
So we do that through podcast interviews, and then this wonderful partnership that we're about to get into with Forever Media to have a place where the community can come be a part of different events, like the retreat that we got coming up. If you don't know, now you know. October what? What's the date?
October 10th through the 12th. Amazing retreats. New York City, Times Square. I'm working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes, man. Like, I got some heavy hitters.
What?
I got heavy hitters rolling through. And we are currently right now talking about an amazing panel session that's going to happen on the third day, but it's a 3-day retreat, personal branding experience for people to really learn and grow their personal brand and their credibility. They're going to do it literally with the event itself, but they're going to collaborate with some amazing talent, amazing people, 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs, some even beyond that, are going to be in the building. And it's just going to be, it's going to be incredible because we've thrown a lot of major events, but this is more about human connection, more about people really learning the tactics and techniques to take their business and their brand to the next level. And we get to do that in a very intimate setting. And that's what I'm really excited about, because, you know, conferences are great, but there's so much happening and it just vanishes in a blink.
Yeah.
But a retreat, you really get to learn and grow with individuals, and then people also get to network with each other in a deeper level. So that way you're deepening the relationship than just a handshake and, okay, I got to go move and go talk to somebody else. Like, you're really honing in with a few key people, and it could change the whole trajectory of your business. So, yeah, I'm super excited.
Network is huge. That's something I always tell people when I come across them, you know, because there's that old saying, I think you've heard me say this before. Like, some people say your network is your net worth. I know the old saying is, you know, it's not what you know, it's
who you know.
I do you one better. It's who knows you.
Who knows you, man?
Who knows you? And if you don't know what that means you got to get your brand right. Right? Because when your brand is right, then people know you. And then the brand speaks for itself. And then other people speak highly of the brand once you start to get into those rooms of networking with people and communicating with people and building that community. And some of my best deals in my life have been because my brand and community was working for me. And so I like my room, my name got mentioned in rooms my feet haven't even touched. And I got to be a part of the business deal conversation. So that's what you want when it comes to your community and branding. Two things you're going to get out of this conference.
Dude.
Well, not conference, retreat. Let me not say conference.
Retreat, man. The retreat. The retreat, man. It's going to be incredible, man. And honestly, I can't wait to kick it with you, man, and meet you in person. In person, man. At the joint where, honestly, you're going to be live at Podstream Studios as well, doing your podcast.
Yeah.
Which is right in Times
Square.
Incredible, man.
Mama, I made it.
Mama, I'm here.
I'm in Times Square. And for anybody who has a business that comes out here, you too, you get to come to Times Square. We do a podcast live. We'll get some video and stuff that we can help you out with your branding that you can use for later on. This is a big deal. So we call it retreat because we want you to treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself and miss out on this opportunity.
I love it, man. And then talk to people about the podcast, man. Like, who are the type of guests that you're trying to feature on the podcast, and also what can people learn through the many episodes that you've been able to produce over the years?
Awesome. Like my sister said, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. So anybody who's black, come on to the podcast.
Yeah.
But man, I had so many dope people on the podcast. I met people from artists to just revolutionaries in their own right. And I think I learned something new or something from each and every guest that comes through. I learned something that teaches me something valuable about life. And gives me new perspective and gives me new resources and gives me community. I was just talking to my co-founder who comes on about once a quarter to come drop gems, and she's from Nigeria, British born Nigerian, building a clean a global clean air organization where they just finished she just finished her patent, right? And I've realized through her experience and learning through other black entrepreneurs that we have invented so many things in the culture that we may not have gotten credit from or have gotten it swiped underneath us because we worked for these Fortune 500 companies that make you sign over your rights to the little app thing that you designed in Apple that Apple didn't know because it was an idea that you had for the black community, but they own the rights to it now. But people never know that was a black person that did that, or a Microsoft. like I realize how they've been able to take so much IP, and then all these engineers that come out of school, when they make something in a company, and if they knew how to get a patent and maintain their patent, even though they created something in organization, they could have been millionaires and billionaires. But we don't learn that part, and I think it's a shame for engineers to go to school and not learn about IPs and patents. Don't just learn how to build. I know you do it for the love, but learn the business side of it too, so you can keep some of the equity in these things that you create, and in all these different companies that they're, if you look up how many patents that Microsoft and Apple and them own, that they've gotten off of minorities, it's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's something. So you're trying to highlight the stories and really get down to the truth about some of these amazing people that are just doing what they do best.
Yeah. And they're doing it on the strength of the love, the passion, the community, just wanting to make a difference in the world. And if I don't, for some of these people, if I don't interview these people and get their stories out there, those stories may never get told.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. That is sad. It's very, very sad. And it's but that's why we have people like ourselves, man, that want to propel these stories and let people know. And the cool thing about this partnership that everybody needs to know is, like, so on the surface level, like, nothing's going to change. The podcast is still going, Forever Media is still doing its podcast, its things. But what we're doing is we're taking it a step further, where we're cultivating community around what we're doing. And we're getting conversations going. I just saw something in our community where you had said, hey, you reached out to somebody, you were like, yo, be a guest on the podcast.
Yeah, because he said, yo, I'm trying to, but I remember what you said. You said, hey, what's the goal that you're trying to achieve and so forth. Hey, Chrissy, we see Chrissy in there. Usama 87. Hey, girl. See you in the chat, Chrissy 2501. Hey, I'm not
going on. What's going on?
Much love to y'all for joining the chat. But you had reached out to folks and you said, hey, what are you working on this week? What's some of your wins? What's something you try to do? And the homeboy said, one win, got on the podcast, trying to get on more podcasts. I was like, well, boom. I like the boy. Like, I'm right here.
If you ask, you shall receive.
Yeah. I help you reach your goal, one podcast at a time.
Right. And that's the power of community, is like just being in a space where people are looking to grow and learn from one another and connect and be able to level up. So we encourage it really. Well, first of all, there's a few different things, but we encourage anybody that is an entrepreneur or an executive that's looking to grow their personal brand. So if that's to grow their business, if that's to grow their online presence, maybe get on more stages, get on more podcast appearances, and maybe appear on Rise Urban Nation, be able to figure out how to network and collaborate with individuals. How do you grow the essence of your brand? You guys can join the community right now for free by going to forevermedia.com/community. You can join the community for free. But here's the deal. If you've been a guest on Rise Urban Nation podcast, if you join the community, you get put into a private channel, where you actually can meet the other guests that have been there on the podcast. And how many guests have you had total?
Man, I had over 200 guests and counting. Maybe like 250 now that I'm thinking about it.
Dude, I mean, crazy. So if you're listening to this now and you've been a guest, join the community. Obviously, we're going to send out promotions and marketing to let you guys know to join that community. But you're going to have a private channel to be able to talk with one another. I'm sure Taryell's made a ton of intros and things like that, but my man's busy. He's busy, okay? busy. He can't. He
But-
can't keep doing a full-time job making intros.
There you go. But this is the easiest way to do it. Get on the link, get in the community,
Hell yeah.
and let the community work for you.
Yeah, and really, that's where opportunities like just what happened today, man. I mean, I can't wait for that podcast. So, who you were talking with is my man Jamal Marshall. He's incredible, credible human being. He's got a great story to tell, and this guy is gonna blow your podcast out the water.
That
He is so dope with his words.
he's
like
a wordsmith.
I always say to people when Jamal speaks, it's like somebody's just spitting poetry at you. And you're listening and you're like, oh, that's good. That's a line. That's a bar. That's another one. Oh, that's another. Oh my goodness. He does it naturally. I don't know how he does it. I'm a little jealous.
Hey, he might be related to Lord Jamal. That like he coming out to New York. Maybe like I gotta see if there's some relation. I think there was this rapper in New York named Lord Jamal. He used to be like
there might be.
There might be. I'm like Jamal.
There might be, man. He might be. So there's a chance that he might be coming out to New York. He said he might be a second attendee for the event, but he's out in DC. So yeah, that's right.
He's from my old stomping grounds because I'm originally from DC, even though I reside in San Diego now. Shout out to all my DMV folks out there. You know, all my go-go listeners, all my folks who used to go to the carry out, get the chicken wings with mama sauce and the fries. I know.
Dude, I need to know those spots, man. I need to know the chicken wing spots.
Look, we need to next up. I'm not saying this will happen, but I'm gonna put this out in the universe. Maybe we go to DC for the next retreat and get all my DC folks together.
DC. Do people want to retreat to DC though?
You never know. I mean, DC got a lot of what does DC got? DC got a lot of history.
Sure.
It's got a lot of culture, all the different cultures. Because you got all the embassies there, so it's like a lot of different foods and the sea. It has its own. DC got its thing. DC got its thing.
I'll consider it, man. I mean, look, I'm open. I'm open.
Yeah,
I have heard that people want tropical.
Okay, well, then if you tropical, you gotta come to San Diego. Then, like, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's
about to San Diego. Like, let's make it do what he do.
Dude, I just talked to another guy from San Diego today. So it may be a spot. Like, people want the water. They want that tropical feel. And then the other one is I've heard that people want like super chill, almost like a Denver vibe or something. You know, like.
Hey, look, San Diego got to
get me out in the sticks.
We can do either or. Like, I'm down with it. Whatever the people want, I'm here for it.
Whatever the people want.
Give the people what they want. I'm here for it all. I mean, what's your favorite spot to go? Let me ask that. If you had to pick a spot, what's your favorite?
To be honest, man, like I'm super happy we're doing it in New York. Like, oh man, I see Frank Legend hopped in here.
What's up, Frank Legend?
He's gonna be in New York. Frank Legend's in New York. We've been DMing back and forth. He's a YouTuber. He's got over 100,000 followers on YouTube, and he's gonna be swinging through.
All right, Frank Legend, we gotta link up when we get to New York. You gotta teach me how to get this YouTube game up. Like,
yeah, man,
I'm a podcaster, trying to be a YouTuber. They told me I had to get to the YouTube if I wanted to really take my podcasting game to the next level.
Man.
So I'm there. I'm here for it.
Hey, maybe we could get it. You get a conversation with him, man. See what's going on. But I think dude, I'm a simple guy. So like, I really don't need. As I was gonna say, like New York is cool. I think it's great for a time being, but it's also not something that like I like to be chilled out. So I do like the idea of water in somewhere chilled out, but also, man, like a rooftop is really all I need, man. A good view,
all right.
Fire pit, rooftop.
I like that.
Like that's really all I need, and good conversation. Like I don't need much.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need the busyness, man. My life is busy as it is. I don't need. I don't need it. I don't need it, man.
He's
I
like,
already
I
get it.
don't need it. I don't want it. It ain't for me.
I already get it daily, man. I don't. Man, like
Ah,
it's crazy. So, this partnership is gonna be fantastic. Join the community. Join the community. We're gonna
yeah,
send out some notifications to
let's
people
do it. Let's do it.
to join the community. And be a part of this, especially if you've been a guest on Rise Urban Nation.
Oh
Hop
yes,
on
to
here.
all my guests on Rise Urban Nation, if you're listening to this, you catch the rewind wherever you're at. We got a special treat. We got a special community for you because there's a plenty of you who could be synergizing forces, doing business together that complements each other, and helping all of us rise, no matter where we're at. So, hope you are tuning in. Don't worry, I'm gonna put the links in the link tree. I'll be sending emails out to invite you all as well. So yeah, anybody who's been a guest or future guest, you're gonna get this opportunity too. But
Future
now you
guest,
get it.
man.
You get to jump on it before it all rolls out. So imagine being one of the early adapters, one of the early folks in this.
Yes.
Man,
It's gonna be great, man. We're gonna see the buzz through the next coming weeks. We'll see people kind of slowly start to join, and it's gonna be cool, man. And the reason why we did this partnership is really, once again, it's honestly for all of you. That's the reason why we did it. We wanted a place to further the conversation, further relationships, but also both of our brands are projectors out into the world to really rise up, rise Urban Nation, rise up, especially the Black community, but the entrepreneurial community. So like, I really want to make sure that a lot of the people that are in business have a place to go to also get that support system that they need. But also, it's also a great place for executives to go, or people that are growing their career, because I always tell people, if you're in corporate America and you're working your job, some of the best people to know are entrepreneurs.
yeah.
Why? Because they got networks. They got networks, and then so when you looking, hey,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new opportunity. They may
Facts.
know people, and who do other entrepreneurs know? They know other business owners. They know other CEOs. They know other people that are running companies. So it's a great community just in that sense to get going in. And also, I think it's important to work on your brand, even if you're in a job right now. It's important to work on your brand, because you never know when you're gonna have to be able to use and get some more opportunities to grow your career, or maybe start a side hustle, maybe start something, maybe the brand grows into something you couldn't even imagine. You start to speak, you go on this other journey, and then next thing you know, you're like, man, I'm in my purpose, I'm in my mission of why I'm here. So I think this community is a little different in the sense that it's a lot of people that are thinking bigger, and we're all raising each other up to get where we're trying to go.
I'm gonna elaborate on that too because I often see now executives and entrepreneurs both in branding communities, and the reason why I see this is because I think we're in this new era where brand is everything. Like whether you know it or not, you have a brand. It's just, are you really capitalizing on your brand and really working your brand to leverage your career or your business? And in this new stage, those who do it well, especially if you're executive or in the corporate world doing the 9 to 5, companies seek out to leverage, to get people who have a good, strong brand presence into their companies and organizations so that
Yes.
they can leverage that for their stakeholders, for whatever it is they're trying to leverage your brand for, right? That
Yeah.
synergizes with the same values and messaging and themes that they have in their organization. And that's why you see big executives often get recruited to jump ship to other brands. And they do that not just at the big level, they do it at the mid executive level too. Like, oh, if I get this person to come over, I could get such and such and such to come over, right?
Right.
And then build. If I get the same team that built Tesla to come over here, man,
Mm.
imagine how we can make some impact over here, or how I can leverage that to get more money in our organization for the things that we're doing. Because I leverage to get the whole team, from the senior engineer to the beginning engineer and so forth, right? The people are
Facts.
leveraging these brands, your brand, whatever your brand is saying, to come into their organization or be a part of their business or work with your business. So think about that when you think about changing your circle, coming to this retreat to
I
get
won't
your
show the book
branding.
too close.
Throw the book up there one more time.
But this is the philosophy, man. This is the philosophy. Change your circle, change your life. I mean, every single, like, I'm about to roll out a ton of different podcast interviews, even for our own podcast, for the Forever podcast, and you're about to get a ton of people into the community through there. But the type of, like, I'm talking with some amazing people, and we're about to share their story, get their message out there. But the reason why I do the podcast is to constantly change my circle. Constantly evolving, changing my circle. You never know what introductions or what those relationships will grow into or evolve. I got featured on your podcast a while ago.
Man, it's almost time to do a part 2 to that.
I think we need a part 2, man.
Yeah, we got to put it here. We're gonna get a part 2 to that. We're gonna make that happen.
We're gonna get a part 2, man.
Yeah, because this is where I had a whole different mic, whole different setup and everything. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
I'm on a new level. Dude, let me see if I can do this here. I'm gonna try to do something on the fly. Hold on one second.
Go ahead. Do it on the fly.
We about to do something on the fly, man. I want you to talk about. Let's see, screen share. Let me see if I can do this right. I got too many pages open. There we go. Okay, we gonna do this on the fly, man. I want you to just talk about some of the people you've had on the podcast, man. Like I want you to just give a little bit of insight for people. These are the type of people that Rise Urban Nation podcast is pulling. Getting some great conversations,
so
man.
That's my co-host up there that you see. I did Shola. I call her Shola for short. She's a like 5-6 times over CEO, and she's building the world global clean tech company. And so that's her. If you scroll down, I got everything from teachers to community activists to entrepreneurs. I'm trying to see who else is in there. I got a engineer who did another patent on to pretty much reduce smog from out of cars, and has a patent for it, right? That's what I said. I was like, I didn't know this existed. I got cannabis entrepreneurs. I got nonprofits,
you got speakers, you got coaches on here.
I got business coaches, I got consultants, I got leadership development coaches. Speaking of, I got even people who do wellness retreats, right? That do wellness retreats, do apothecary. I got a young lady, man. That's the guy who's the mayor of podcast.
Oh yeah,
town.
I know LZ.
You know LZ? Mayor of podcast.
Of course, I know LZ. So I'm speaking at his podcast town festival.
Okay, shoot. Like, look. So and he's good too. He gets all these podcasters. He helps people amplify their brand through podcasts, right?
Right.
So that's his niche. That's what his niche is.
Right.
So,
right.
Like, if you want to use a podcast to amplify your brand and your business, my man's the guy to see. He'll tell you how to do that, because some people look at podcasting as don't realize the power of podcasting with helping whatever business you're in. Say you're in real estate, right? You could start a podcast about real estate that could get you leads. And it doesn't have to be a big time podcast, but it could be like a small niche podcast that could be a lead magnet. And he teaches you how to really do that. Like, everybody thinks if I start a podcast, it's not successful unless it hits this many viewers. but that's not true. Everybody uses a podcast for something different. So you might have very few viewers, but if you have it to do what it's doing for you, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
These brothers right here started a app that they use to help young kids go from that college sports life to transitioning, because a lot of these athletes, they get stuck if they don't make it to the big pros. And then so how do we
Oh yeah, for
give them
sure.
the mental support and then also turn their brand into something beautiful. This young
Yeah.
lady is a life coach who escaped the she woke up one day and found herself in the rat race of the 9 to 5, and then she was like, man, why am I doing this for? And then she realized the glass cliff and the glass ceiling for Black women, so she decided to start her own business of helping women realize their true potential, know their passion, and get out of the rat race of the 9 to 5 and start whatever that thing is.
Dude. Yeah, you got so many people. Am I on here? If I search my name, am I
You on there somewhere, but
no results?
so maybe you haven't. I haven't did the blog on you yet, but
Okay. Oh, those are the blogs. Those are the blogs.
so the search only has a search for the blogs, but this actually, if you keep scrolling through, you'll eventually find yourself on the
I'm
podcast.
probably way at the bottom, bro.
Yeah, because you're probably on season. I don't know if you were on season 2. I don't think you were on season 1. I think
here we go. Season 3.
Okay, season 3.
Damn.
You go. There you go.
Look, I had the old school graphics.
Yeah, the old school graphics and everything.
Like, oh man, this is a while ago, man.
Hey.
This is a while ago. No, but I'm super excited for this partnership, man. And I know once people see also, let me get off my face real quick. Let me just do this. Once people see kind of what's happening with this partnership, I think they're also going to get really excited. So, couple things. One is when the guests start to enter the community and really start to collaborate and get to know one another, we're also going to be doing meet and greet events that we already do in the community already. So you get to literally meet others in the community, do a quick intro pitch on who you are. And then, we're going to keep it moving and build those connections and those relationships through the community. People share wins on there. We vent, we, current trends that are going on, and we're going to keep evolving the community as well. We didn't want to overwhelm it with too much in the beginning because we kind of want to see what people want, like what's going to make this really happen.
Look, we have to show our brother Makir how to join the community. Yes. Okay. I see you, my guy. Reach out to me after this, and we'll get you on the podcast.
Wait, here. Okay, look at that, dude.
Love the mission. I love people who support the mission. I'm just trying to get all us like minds together so that we can support one another and then keep growing. Right,
yo, Makir, man, join the community for sure, man. I did drop the link to join the community. I think you actually have to type that because Instagram's weird.
So go show them the link with like what it looks like when they join the page.
Yeah. Okay.
Jump into that.
See, this is why we do this, man.
They can check out my webpage all day, every day. By the way, that young lady that we was on, she's a branding specialist. So she used to work as branding genius for Coca-Cola and some other companies, and now she does it on her own. It helps.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like this is gonna be popping, man. Imagine when we have 50, 100 of your past guests in one space.
Man,
we getting to know each other, bro.
If they was all in the same space, and then we could like have a annual every year, get a couple of them to come speak, there would be so much knowledge drop. Like,
dude,
like it's hard for you not be successful.
We could
these folks.
We could partner it with So yeah, we haven't even talked about this, but we could. So like in the future, right? At different events and as we're programming different things, we have a Rise Urban Nation section, and it's a panel discussion. It's an opportunity to highlight a few key speakers from past guests, and they're like, there's ways to incorporate, because I love it, anything in the sense of branding, personal brand, entrepreneurship, like that is the focus. And then with the branding is that's with career growth. You know,
Yeah.
how can you grow your career? So any of those elements, that's there's always ways to figure it out, especially if we end up doing this thing in California, next year or something like that.
Don't, if you do it out in California next year, you gonna have everybody named Mama out here. People been looking for a reason to come and visit me, and now that I do this, they're like, all right, because that's the biggest thing they used to say. Like, if you throw an event, like, let us know, we want to come out to Cali. But I just never had the bandwidth to like put together.
I know,
like a big event. Like
Cali's expensive though, man. Cali, no, New York. Luckily, I got a lot of great partnerships. I got a lot of great relationships. But New York's expensive. And so Cali's expensive.
So if you do it in San Diego, I'll find you some great partnerships. I just don't have the bandwidth to put it together. But
right.
Like you the man who's done events, so
yeah,
we could talk offline. I could co-help, but
you can't lead it.
I can't lead it. Events is not my bread and butter.
See, but that's why partnerships like this matter, because then stuff like that formulates, man. You get, if we hit a good number where it's like 100 people in just, the private channel for Rise Urban Nation, and conversations going, and then what it is, man, then it's just a pulse check.
Oh, James said Cali was my home state, raised in San Diego. Ooh, San Diego in the house.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, let me ask the people who are on the live for Instagram here, like, if we did it in San Diego, would you pull up to San Diego if we did a big event that could possibly grow your brand and business? Would you pull up to San Diego?
Would you pull up? That's a great question. Would you pull up? Because,
and if we could get you on stage for a little live podcast, would you pull up to San Diego?
It's a great question. It's a great question, man. I mean, look, I'm willing to gauge, do a little pulse check, see what the appetite is, and see where people want to go. But I think regardless, the collaboration idea, I think is dope. And that's what it's all about. Now
that James said that, James, if we was to do an event in San Diego, let's say we did a retreat for about 100 folks, what's the best place in San Diego for us to throw this retreat, James?
Oh, interesting.
To get executives, business owners, entrepreneurs in one space to build their brand and business. I can't wait to see what James said, because James
is gonna be on my podcast soon, and dude, he had me dying laughing.
What'd he say? What James say?
He had me dying laughing, bro. I am gonna bring it up on the podcast, but it was something about this paddle. He's like, he said, man, people nowadays, man, too soft. He's like, I grew up, my father went for that paddle, man. And he's like, look, I got one. And he said the one with the holes in it, and it had the grip right on the end. He's like, man, I straightened up real quick.
Hey, listen, we all, my generation, we all grew up like that. If it wasn't the paddle, it was a belt. It was
that's what I told.
A wood spoon. It was a switch. If you was in South Carolina, that's what my grandparents used to call it, a switch. Now I'm not condoning anybody to go do this now.
Nobody want to condone it, man. Nobody wants to condone.
But back in the heyday, that's
Oh shoot.
that's how it went down.
Oh shoot,
Spoil
man.
the rod, spoil the child, as they would say.
It was one of the funniest, dude. That day, he had me dying, bro. Like I was
Man.
in tears, cracking up laughing. It was honestly the funnest call that I had probably all week.
Look, Jay said, I have 1,000 friends that would love to be a part of what you're doing. Yes, invite them. So, James, send them this link. You go on Forever Media's page. I'm gonna put it up on my page after this live stream. Change your circle, change your community. Send them here. Tell them to join the community.
Bring it up.
Tell them join the
Oh,
community.
there we go. Dope.
There you go.
Bring it up on the screen.
There you go. Tell them to join the community, James, because we'll probably start getting some feedback after the New York session to see where we should do the next retreat.
Yeah. We gonna look for the feedback, man. We gonna look for the feedback. Welcome everybody joining in on Instagram Live. Drop where you're from as well. Drop where you're from.
And if you're on LinkedIn Live, drop where you're from. Give us a.
I was a really good kid after the paddle. Dude, I can't wait for that conversation, man. It's gonna be good. Okay.
Look, so, James can't even give us a place. He knows he's really good after the paddle. He can't even give us a good place to be there. He still got to think.
Yeah. We
Look, see, there's so many
spot.
but there's so many good spots in San Diego where you can have a little retreat, or it's just in California, period. So yeah, I can't wait to see after he thinks about that for a while what some of his responses gonna be.
Dude, I'm open, man. I'm open. We can put it out in the universe and see what happens. So everybody go to forevermedia.com/community, right? Wow. Forever Media, FOUREVA media.com/community. And you're going to click this join. Forever. You're going to click this join, free to join here. You're going to click that button. It's going to take you into Discord. You're going to create an account if you don't already have an account. If you already have an account, it's going to jump you into our server. And then you answer just a few questions of just who you are. And then if you have been a guest on Rise Urban Nation podcast, you select, hey, I was a guest on here. And you're going to get access to the private channel. If you weren't a guest, don't do it. We will find you. We will.
We will. We will.
They're trying to sneak through the back door, man.
We will find you. And I'm over here changing the link as we speak on my all of my pages, Instagram and so forth. So if you wanna join the community to be up there.
Dope.
Let me add this link.
Romeo said forever. So join the community, guys. Definitely join the community. It's a free community, okay? So it won't be free forever. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not gonna be free forever. We are building it to a certain number. I'm not gonna tell you the number until we get close, but we're building it to a certain number, and then everybody that's in is grandfathered in, right? And then we're building on top of that because obviously we understand value. We understand if we build something and it has value, that definitely people want to be a part of it. So join the community now. And this is a community of 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs, also executives that are all growing their personal brands. And so if you want to grow your brand, you want a great community that's going to support you, be able to share your wins, vents, be able to actually build relationships with, connections with people all across really the globe, man. I mean, we got people in London in there. We got people UK, Africa. Like, we don't have a limit. So maybe there might be some people from outer space on there, man. I don't know. There may be some people from Mars. I have no clue. But look, hold on. James said Harrah's Casino. Am I saying that right, Taryell?
Oh, Harris Casino. That's a little further out. And yeah, they'll have event space. They'll have everything you need there. It's kind of like a mini Vegas vacay kind of resort casino kind of vibe. So
Hmm.
I never been there for like to see what the hotel situation look like. I remember they have so this could be a good one. We got to check that out.
Okay, we could check it out. We could check it out. Um,
I
I
like that.
got the hookup there. Oh, he said he's got the hookup there.
Okay, well then that's all you had to say. You should have led with that, sir.
You should have
You
led
should have
with
led
that.
with that. You should have
Hey,
led with
well,
the Master P. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me.
we'll see. Yeah, honestly, I mean, look, we'll judge the pulse, man. We'll judge the pulse, but we'll keep that in our back pocket. Keep that in our back pocket, man. Okay, so join the community. Definitely be a part of this, man. And we'll definitely continue the conversation in the community. Oh, what's anything that you want to share, Taryell, as far as what's new, what's upcoming with Rise Urban Nation? Anything on the horizon for Q4 or going into 2025?
All right, so for Rise Urban Nation, of course, what we're talking about today, which is New York coming up in October. Also in October, Rise Urban Nation is going to be doing a live podcast in San Diego for Startup Week in San Diego. So if you don't know about Startup Week in San Diego, let me see if I can get back to my screen here so I'm gonna take over the screen real quick.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get out of this.
Startup Week.
How do I get out of this?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
All right, just take over, man.
All right.
Let's
see.
Just take over.
Startup Week in San Diego.
Oh, stop sharing. There we go.
All right.
Take over. Take over, bro.
For what's next for us is this. So if you down here in San Diego and you don't know about Startup Week, this is where innovation happens, making waves, where we get all the different startups, founders, VC angel investors, the whole community gets up to share resources.
Oh, shoot. I don't even know about this, man. What's going on?
Yeah, join hundreds of founders, entrepreneurs, designers, investors, students, startup leaders for a week of just sharing resources, grants, knowledge, people sharing their stories, learning about the work that's going on in the ecosystem of the startup system. They have pitch competitions where they can win money. They got all sorts of things going on. So definitely check it out. This happens every year. October 21st to 25th. Get your tickets while you can. I'm not being paid to do this. I'm just letting you know what it is if you don't know about this resource. And this is how I actually got into the startup world, by supporting this event. At the time, Google and Techstars was a heavy supporter. I think they still are, but a heavy supporter of this. They helped run the startup weekend. And I think Google had a startup grind here in San Diego as well, where they did a weekend long of helping people go from idea zero to actual launch for a whole weekend. They don't do the weekend piece anymore. I might see how I can bring that back. I don't know if how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna put that out in the universe.
Throw this event?
Yeah, I know the people that throw this event. So if you need to get hooked up with the people that throw this event, let me know. We'll make it happen.
Can you scroll down? Scroll down a little bit. Let me see what. Okay, dude. 1,500 attendees. That's a big event.
5 days, 5 locations. A lot of great things happen in this.
Go to the speakers. I want to see who's speaking at this thing, man.
Let's see. As you can see, these are the keynotes right here.
This
Maya Cookie. I got to interview her last year. A Black woman who started a famous cookie company out here, Black-owned cookie company, vegan cookies. Amazing. She has an amazing story.
Bro, I got to speak at this.
I know this gentleman right here. Hey, I'm on his board. Let me see. Oh, look at who you got there.
Oh, shoot.
What?
It's the boy. Is the boy on the page?
What? Am I speaking at the thing?
Yo.
So and here's what the schedule looks like. Monday got some speed mentoring. The founders of Startup Week live podcast. As you can see, I'm gonna be there. Let's see.
That's dope, man.
We got a lot of things going on. Wait, that's Monday, October 21st. So yeah, there's a lot of
things. They do this
every
year.
Every year.
Yo, I'm gonna try to
every year.
I'm gonna try to take part next year, man.
Yeah, and it's just
I'm gonna put my name in the ring for a speaker.
Would you look at that? Your boy from last year.
Oh,
on the stage.
What?
Hey. So man, and I've been just trying to just get more Black and brown folks to be a part of these different things. So imagine how dope it would be to be in the room with VC, angel investors, and so forth, to hear your story personally, and possibly take you to the next level in your business, in your career. You know, this is why I love events like this, and I love like trying to connect people in community to events like this, because we've had so many different success stories, like with a nonprofit that I worked with, that we did an event where we held this this what we call Real Talk with Village Up, which is another organization that I'm a board of. They had a Real Talk series where they invited folks to have an in-depth and real talk conversation, and it was VCs and funders, and then they got to hear about this story of this funder, and through the story of this funder, and having real conversations about how they don't get a chance, or like their business model is not the norm of what is followed in these portfolios that they want to see, but it's still a profitable model. They were able to get funded by a VC who realized that the deck wasn't a playing they weren't playing a fair deck, and that this company didn't get the opportunity that they should have gotten, and they was more inspired by the personal story than by the numbers of the books, and they decided to fund this organization with some funding. So
jeez, okay, man. So some real stuff could happen there.
Some real stuff could happen. So I'm always excited about the opportunity for real stuff to happen. And their list of investors is long. Did you see the list of investors? Like, geez, Louise.
I saw, yeah. I mean, you scrolled past it, but I did see.
I'm looking at this thing. I was like, man, they got, look at all these sponsors. Like, geez, Louise.
Yeah, they're doing it, man. Brex is huge.
Brex.
Yeah, it's funny like, though too, because sometimes some of the biggest names on there probably that doesn't mean they gave the biggest money.
Yeah, true that. True that. Real talk. But yeah, they've been doing their thing for some time now. So
no, that's cool, man. That's cool. Well, look, man. So you got that event coming. Anything else coming up?
Yeah,
Rise Urban Nation.
Just more dope individuals. Every Monday we release a podcast episode. So tune in every Monday to hear a new voice of a Black entrepreneur, activist, creator, just doing dope things in their community. And then lastly, of course, the retreat in New York.
Oh, dude.
The retreat in New York.
Dude. It's going down, man. We got in the community, we actually have listed we're actually dropping a couple more experts that are coming through in the building for the retreat. We're gonna be listening to some more podcasts that we have that are newly added. We're dropping a couple names of people that will be swinging through as far as definitely on day 2, because that's going to be the Billboard day, and that's also going to be the Podstream Studios day. And I having a ton of people swinging through, man, from 10 to 4. in Podstream Studios, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. And who knows, maybe some of them will join us for dinner after. I don't know.
Let's get it. Let's go.
I just said, like, just come through, man. And, I'm not trying to put any pressure, but
he's like, I'm not trying to apply pressure, but come through. Come through.
Just come through, man. So
holla at your boy.
It's gonna be, I mean, just jam-packed 3 days of dude. You're probably gonna learn a lot too, man.
I know I will, because I soak up like a sponge. Like I don't claim to know it all. I'm a student. I'm forever a student. Any space I walk into, I'm trying to always be a student.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, because we have some people there that have grown podcasts. We got or they're really good in a certain niche of podcasting. So like, how do you guest book your way to like larger platforms, larger podcasts? How do you actually get on there? And then also, how do you grow your podcast to monetize it, to really get it cranking? Like, there's a lot of different elements, man, that we're covering. And then there is a lot of on speaking as well. Yeah. Like just how to level up your speaking game, man, how to charge more, how to command the stage, more, how to really present yourself and grow your brand, how to raise your rates, all that stuff, man. It's gonna be so much fire. So much fire, man. I need to add that noise in here now, because I now need it, man. I need that noise. So where can people follow Rise Urban Nation, man? How can they follow?
Oh, man. Anywhere there's social media, you can follow Rise Urban Nation. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter, or I call it X now. I don't know what they call it these days. Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find Rise Urban Nation. Website www.riseurbannation.com. RISE Urban Nation. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Man, it's gonna be incredible, man. If you're listening to this, because we're also live streaming everywhere. So if you are really know about Rise Urban Nation and you're unfamiliar of Foureva Media, you can follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. It's always Foureva Media. Just hit me up.
Facebook.
I mean, all the places.
All the places.
We have a podcast as well, the Foureva Podcast, where we interview amazing
everywhere except for Pinterest. I ain't on Pinterest.
Yeah, I ain't on Pinterest. I got a personal account on Pinterest, but I'm not on Pinterest like that, because it just don't fit in to be in, man.
It just don't fit in with my brand. Like, I'm still feel like sometimes I'm stretched with all the other media. Like, man, I might have to do an inventory here in a second.
I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy. You got to be on so many platforms. It's crazy, man. But guys, keep I'm gonna say, like Christina says, she says, watch this space. That's like a UK thing or something. Watch this space, because we gonna be doing some things, man. Also, if you're watching or if you're watching the replay, join the community, and we're gonna continue the conversation from here in the community, and we're gonna keep this going. People are probably already talking about it. Let me just check the community real quick, man. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, Christina's actually sharing out the live. Let me see. Yeah, we had a ton of people today just talking about what wins they're sharing, connecting. It's gonna be great, man.
Getting scheduled for podcasts.
It was a
goal of this.
Like you probably missed out. If you ain't in the community, you could have been on the Rise Urban Nation podcast.
That's what the universe, when you ask, and the universe shall receive or give it.
Be like, oh, you trying to get on podcast? Okay, that's fine.
We
can make that happen.
We can make that happen sooner than you think.
We can make that happen. So no, this has been cool, man. So everybody join the community, get plugged in. You're gonna see Rise Urban Nation in New York, Times Square. He'll be in the building, so swing through for the retreat. If you want to learn more about the retreat, technically everything is closed as far as enrollment, but we do have some last minute people. That's how it rolls. So it's forevermedia.com/retreat, and you can find all the information there. Book a meeting, schedule a time to talk with us, and we'll see if we can fit you in. To be honest, at this point, because we're in that, like, it's kind of like in an event. You tie the bow, like we're in the bow tying phase. We're not like the wrapping is already done. We already picked out the gift. We're wrapping that. We're about to tighten that bow and just
and then it's a wrap. It's a wrap, literally. We wrapping it up because it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man.
No pun intended. Or yes, every pun is intended.
Like, no promises, man. No promises to people trying to find out about it now, because you just book a meeting and see what we can do, because it's getting it's tightening that bow. Well, cool, man. Well, this has been great. Hey, man, should we do in the future? Should we do another live?
Yeah, we should.
We should probably do another live, man. And maybe what we could do is we could invite a few of your past guests onto the live. Have them get that reach of both of our platforms.
We'll invite James on the live.
Yeah,
we might have to invite Makir. Hopefully, Makir, I apologize if I jacked up the name. I'm sure you'll correct me when we meet. But we might have to invite both of them to the next live.
Hey,
man. On here as
we could do an open live. We could do an open, like, because you could actually, with this, you could put the link in there, and then we could just, like, add people in and then remove them, add people in, and just have people jump in and out.
Okay.
The live too next time. And yeah, maybe we put it out into the community too. And
James said he'd love to come on and join us. And then he could give his version to the paddle story. And how it turned him into a good kid.
Too much. I'm laughing too much, man. Way too much. But yeah, maybe let's do that. Let's invite people from the community to be on the live. That would be dope. That would be dope. Because then we can invite your guests, and we could, let's do that. Let's do that, because and then we'll figure out when. I don't know when that's gonna be, but we got this New York thing.
You gotta get into the community so we can make sure that we can, when we do the invite in the community, we can tag you in and say,
for sure.
All right, you're gonna take that date, James.
You got to be part of the community. It's on Discord. It's super easy to navigate. It's just like Slack or any of those other. It's easy once you're in there. You understand it. You understand it. It's pretty easy once you're in.
And I just made the community the link to it active on the Rise Urban Nation link tree. So anywhere you find Rise Urban Nation link tree, it'll be the first one on the top. It says join our exclusive community.
Okay.
So you'll see it there, man. Or you can go to the link at Foureva Media as well.
Perfect, man. Well, cool. Where's the link? I'll join now. Okay, hold on.
Okay, drop you down. Now you gotta just drop it.
I gotta wait.
You gotta drop it in the chat for him now.
I gotta do something, bro.
You can't not drop it in the chat. He said, "Where the link? Where the link?"
How in the world do we do this? Okay, hold on. I got you, James. The link is literally everywhere, I think. But
it's everywhere and nowhere all at once.
You can go here. All right, I'm updating this little ticker.
Okay.
Damn. Forevermedia.com/community. So you can join it there. And then when you join, just say where you're from, what you do, just introduce yourself, let everybody know what's going on. James got a crazy story, man. So we don't get into it on the podcast.
I can't wait till James comes on the live. I know it's gonna be fun. just seeing them through the chat, I know it's gonna be a fun story. It's gonna be a
It's
fun time.
it's gonna be live, man. It's gonna be live. So, cool, man. Any last parting words as we give people a second now that I just updated the ticker thing so people know where to join the community.
Nah, just thank you all for being a part of the community. Thank you for being part of our circle and our community. And we hope that you have a wonderful week. Keep pouring into each other. Join the community so you can pour into to other folks and they can pour into you, because when I rise, you rise, we all rise together. So let's keep rising.
Let's keep. Oh, I like that. Did you coin that? What is?
I that just came right here.
I'm like, you better put that in the marketing, bro. When I rise, you rise, we all rise together. What? I'm like, dude, he got bars. He got bars. Well, cool. James said I got some stories.
Oh, he do.
He definitely got some stories, man. That podcast gonna be long, man. It's supposed to be an hour or 30 minutes.
We got to do a part 2 and 3 with James with all his stories. Like part 1, like, oh man, I can't. We're gonna release James episode as in like a whole marathon series because of the stories, and each story builds up to a better story. So people gonna be watching Jay's podcast like a telenovela.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, he could do it. Every one of his stories roll into another story, man. He just the reason why we're having him on the podcast, man. There's just so many interesting elements to what he's got going on, and also he's got a beautiful podcast studio. Like,
oh, really?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Wait, where's James? James is in California, right? You said he's Cali, right?
No, he's not in Cali anymore. He said that was his home state.
Oh, it was his home state. Oh,
he's in Tennessee.
He's in Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. I believe.
Tennessee, take me to another place.
Look. He said for writing poetry for shot callers in jail to making American flags for patriots.
Wow, that's
that might be the title of the podcast.
I know, like I just reading that, you're like, how in the I need to hear this, like, because the two just don't go together. So you're like, what in the world?
he's got a crazy story, man. Yeah, we've talked a few times. Like he's dope, man. He's dope, and we're gonna get him on the podcast, man. And yeah, man, it'd be cool. Yeah, he actually is going to an event in Florida that he invited me out to, but it's literally the same time frame as when we're in New York. Like this, the exact same time. So I was like, well, maybe next time we'll figure out something else.
He can't miss his own event, James. He can't miss it or be late to it or leave early from it. Sorry,
I can't miss
James.
our own event that we've been planning months for.
But the next time, James, next time.
But I'm like, maybe next time. All right, cool, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. Stay on real quick once we end, so we can just wrap up and we're good. But everybody join the community. Follow Rise Urban Nation. Follow Forever Media if you haven't already, and stay tuned, man. We got more things coming, man. So we'll catch you guys on the next live.